Okay, here we go. Those effects, man, make you feel like your guitar's out of tune. No good, no good. That's pretty solid. So basically, that's just an effects processor by TC Electronics. There's nothing special about it. And I already program it, I just play through different settings. And then the different settings set the mood. This one's Morning Mist. Anyways, so to catch up, I'm fighting out of capscasing at the moment. I tend to a construction site 40 hours a week, Monday to Thursday, in Matisse, which is 60-70 kilometers away from capscasing. And that job should last 4 to 8 weeks, probably closer to 4. And I have to get serious about something. And the rain's coming in now. It's been very windy here. I thought I'd just come and play some guitar. This thing here is a piece of shit, as far as I'm concerned. Because I don't really have any usable settings. This is Rockabilly. The last setting had it so that it would decay to the point where you couldn't hear the guitar anymore. Well, what's the point of that? Now I'm getting silly. So I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. So I live in a little town, 10,000 people at the very max. There's a lot of people having children around here, so it's kind of a nice scene. My sister has 3 grandkids already, and she's 1 year younger than me at 53. Here's one. I've been trying for a long, long time just to have you inside a rhyme. Lots of work to do on that one. There's 2 different songs. Bow, 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 bow. It's very simple chords. D, A, and E. But it's the way you play them, right? So you go A, E, D, A, E, A, D, A, E. So that's the first step. Then dun, 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 dun. Now it changes. Dun, 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 dun. by the Stars from the 70s and maybe 80s. They were on the Rocksteady label, the same as Kiss, with Bill O'Coin doing duties on the management team. I think we've got rain coming down. Pretty sure you can't hear it though. So that's one song I'm working on. And then there's a French song, La Bastreine. Monsieur, monsieur, savez-vous danser okay, I'll call it. Monsieur, monsieur, savez-vous danser la Bastreine? Monsieur, monsieur, savez-vous danser la Bastreine? That's a very traditional French Canadian song. I don't know how old it is. It could be La Bolduc who did that, or it could be even older than that. So we'll just leave it for that, like that for now. That would be part of my repertoire if I had a repertoire to play around here. And there's a bunch of others, especially Cajun music. I play Cajun music around here. There's a lot of people from the Acadia, from the Nouveau-Brunswick and the Nouvelle-Écosse out east. San Quentin, I ate every inch of you. That's another one I want to maybe look at. San Quentin. I think Johnny Cash only did a live version of it. I don't think he ended up putting that on a studio LP. I could be wrong though. I Walked the Line was on the first album. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. For me there, Johnny Cash, when I was a kid, he was my idol. And he's like one of the big reasons I play the guitar. Even though I didn't know much about how to play the guitar when I was 4 years old, I wanted one. And I got one for Christmas one year, but it was just like a $99 guitar. While my dad had a Martin D28, but he wouldn't let me play because I was too small. Then again, he'd just give it to his friends, going to a party some night, 3 in the morning. Hey, can we borrow your guitar? Come back and scratches all over it. Game bang to him. Anyways. So, there's that. Now I've got good gear. Like right now I'm playing a nice Stratocaster, which is basically what they call a relic guitar. It's got like some patina on it, but I didn't do it. And I bought it like that. It's called a relic, 63. Pretty solid guitar, like a Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar. See, he's got the rosewood fingerboard, sunburst, and I bet you, like, if you went looking for a Stevie Ray Vaughan's original guitar before he changed all the pick guards and the direction of the whammy bar, it would probably look a lot like this guitar. But I don't know about the neck, but I could never get a big enough neck. You know, like I like the Jeff Beck guitar because of the size of the neck is pretty wild. And it's a great guitar. And another guitar I like is the I'm gonna put that on autofocus. Is the Eric Clapton models, especially with the V-neck. You know, those are really nice. And amplifiers, like Fender makes the Vibro King. The Vibro King is like the Cadillac of the amplifiers to get good sound. And then anything with a 15-inch speaker for me would be great. I think I could, you know, put a lot of pressure through. I like to feel it at the low ends, but that's not very. This is a weak signal. I don't want to overbear the thing. But if anybody's got any requests, we can do requests. I'm working on a song with a guy named Lucid. There's 2 songs that I really like of his. I'm gonna probably work on them more seriously, but It's like the kind of song that I have to work on 3 seconds at a time to get the lyrics just to fall right. That's yesterday morning I was easing on down the road, dreaming of satisfaction, turn my life into gold. Empty pockets, fond memories, burned out rockets, long wet dreams had me searching. Take it day by day, on my home way. I gotta get all those oohs and ahs just right on that song. That's like that's gonna be a new classic. If I can get it produced properly and get Lucid to sing, gonna be top notch. Lucid's got the voice of a blues singer. Look him up, Lucid D. He's a great actor. I'm gonna turn myself up. This is a really simple trick. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, one day I'm going to get a proper equipment and show people how I play the guitar. Yesterday morning. Basically, these are the rules that I follow when I'm playing a guitar. When I'm practicing, I go slow. And I try to create a certain melody and then count out the notes that I'm doing and the time I'm spending and figure out if I'm doing a 4/4, 12/8, and depending on changes that I'm doing. And then once I know that I'm basically doing certain things within the rules, I start breaking them right away. Start breaking the rules. And it doesn't always work, right? There's some false starts. But false starts are not always false starts. False starts are basically the internal clock that you have is not in time with the way you're playing. And that's is probably where I get the most mojo is basically the rate at which my heart is, my blood pressure. I have low, what they call low blood pressure. I have a low heart rate. Like my beats per minute could go down to, I don't know, I'm gonna say 60, which is still pretty fast, right? But if I exercise, it'll go up, and I can sustain that too. If I have a good rhythm of ability to get to different levels of, we'll call it excitedness. But you'll realize too that when you're listening to a song, like you can listen to progressively softer songs to progressively harder songs. But if you start out of the gate with a real fast song with a lot of energy, going backwards is a kind of like a letdown in your internal musical clock. If you notice albums, I don't know if you've ever noticed on an album that they have an opening cut. You know, if there's not going to be any hits on that album, the opening cut's going to be kind of lame, right? And not always, but it's going to be a song that is going to throw you off, because it'll be like a boring song, but the rest of the album will be great, right? And the fourth song will usually be, if there's 5 songs in an album, the fourth song will be slow, and then the last song will be a real shit disturber, right? And on the flip side, sometimes that's where they keep the real gold, right? Especially like if it's a new album that is just basically a showcase, not necessarily trying to create a big hit. Just say, hey, these are the types of music we play in the lameness of what we think knuckleheads in suits want to hear. And it works. You take a band like ZZ Top, every album does the same fluid pattern, right? Same thing with, well, not so much Rush, but Rush have a pattern, and same thing with Kiss. They do 3 albums alive, and then Rush do 4 albums in a live album, right? And Rush, I mean, they could release an album of farts and people would buy it, I think, because they're so good. They'd probably come up with pretty good albums. I'm just saying. I do a chord, it's called my Mona Lisa, and this is what I do. Mona Lisa. And that's like a stack of 5s in the key of E. And I can do this. I think this gives it too much of a... And that's an easy workout there. E, E, E. Because all you're doing is bump. You're doing your index finger and you just pull off at the 2nd fret. There's a nice triplet there. 1, 2, 3, all semitones apart. And then to a 3rd. The 3rd. 5, 3rd, 5, 3rd, 4, 5.
Where you off to, Michelle?
Where am I off to?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
You got your glasses on.
I'm just doing a video here.